Today I'm going to make some garbanzo beans, also called Channa curry. Here I have 8 ounces of dry beans, dry garbanzo beans, or you call it Channa, and I soak it overnight. You have to soak it so that you could rise because it's dry beans. So after that I'm gonna pressure it because it's soaked all night. So this now I'm gonna pressure it at least about 10 to 15 minutes to make it a little more softer. Then you'll be ready to cook. So I show you the next step. So now I get my pressure pot here, and I'm gonna also already wash it, so I'm gonna put it to pressure. Now I'm gonna add some water. So what I do with the water now, I'm gonna put the water as equal as the Channa, not too much. So that would be enough. You don't want to over the top. Now this is good. So I'm gonna put it in there. I'm gonna pressure it for 10 minutes, then be ready for cook. 10 or 15 minutes. Now I want you to see that now it started on the boiling process. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna put a lid over this and let it start pressuring. So now this is the seasoning I'll be using. I have a piece of ginger here. I have this thyme leaf here. Have some rosemary, some oregano, and some cilantro. I have a half onion. I have different type of sweet peppers here. A couple of cloves of garlic, 3 to 4. I have some pepper here. This is hot, but you know, this is steaming, a piece of flavoring. So basically these are the seasoning I'll be using. And what I would like to say that you can use seasoning of your choice. You don't have to use exactly what I have. If you don't like the seasoning, you use what you like. It doesn't matter. But seasoning what give the food flavor. So you go ahead, put whatever you like. But I have these, is what I have. These are my choice and I like these. So I'll see you in the next step. So I finish pressure my Channa garbanzo bean, and it's kind of soft, but you know you like it soft, so when you cook it, you know, it's more tender. So you know, if you look at this here, it's already soft already. So I'm gonna start cooking it. Well, here now I'm gonna show you. I use garam masala. I use 1 spoon like this here. You can use 2 tablespoons of garam masala. The garam masala have all the spice mix in there, and I use some extra cumin seed grind one because they're all grind spice. So I'm going to use a half a spoon of that, or it's a 1 teaspoon of the cumin seed. I'm also going to use a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, or you can use half a teaspoon of turmeric powder. So here I have the garam masala, the roasted cumin seed powder, and some turmeric powder, and I'm gonna be using like 3 tablespoons of curry powder. You can get curry powder, any kind of curry powder you want. You could use curry powder. This here is curry powder, so about 3 tablespoons. You want a little thicker, you add more. A little less thinner, you use less. But basically that's how it is. And I'll be adding some water to make it into a paste. Now I want to show you that I'm going to add some water to form a paste in here with the masala mix. And I grind all the other seasoning. When I got it here, I leave the sweet pepper up, which I'll be chipping, and the onion. So the rest of the stuff I'm going to chip into the pot. So now I put my pan, it's ready, and I'll be adding like a 1/4 cup of oil. So I got to let this heat it, and then I'll start the cooking process. Now the oil is hot, and I'll be ready to put my my masala in. So we're gonna let this fry down a little. So it's frying down nicely. And here I'm gonna put in the seasoning that I blend together, all the seasoning I grind. So we gotta let it fry down a little, then we're gonna be adding garbanzo beans. So let's let it fry down a little, then I'll show you the next step. So now it's all frying down nicely, and now at this time I'll be throwing in the channa. I'm going to give it a stir so everything can blend in nicely here. This time I add some salt, a tablespoon of salt. It's in the spoon here. But you know, you use your salt according to your taste. Looking good. At this time we're going to put a lid on it and let it come like a frying down to the masala. Looking very nice. So I add the sweet pepper in. I'm gonna let it I'm gonna add like some water so that we can make a little gravy with it. It's about a cup of water here. Looking very nice. At this time I use the stock from the garbanzo beans that I boil it. It's not much, but you gotta add a little water because I didn't put a lot of water. So I'm gonna throw this in. So I'm making a little gravy with this and let it boil down a little. So it start coming on the boiling point, and I'll be putting a lid over this. So it's boiling nicely, and I'm going to put a pepper for steaming. That's optional. Looking good, smelling good. Now I put a lid back on it. Now I put some fresh onion here. I'm just letting onion steam down a little, then it's all good. It's ready. But this should be finished in the next 5 minutes time. So it's finished now. I'll take some out for you guys to see. But I tell you, you could leave more gravy, but I like it this way. Not too watery. This is the right way I like it. This is my garbanzo beans, also called Channa. I make some nice curry with it, very nicely done, and it tastes so delicious. If you want, you could leave more gravy, but I like it like this, not too much gravy on it. And you could eat that with flatbread, you could eat for roti, you could eat with bread, you could eat with rice. All nicely done here, and it tastes really good, and it's very tender because I pressured a little so they can get this nicely done softness. So this is Zoina Spice. I thank you guys for watching. You guys have a beautiful day. Enjoy. Try this Channa curry, garbanzo curry. You will love it. Bye. I want to show you how soft is it. You could take a look at this, because look, see, very soft and tender. Bye bye.